You may be watching this right now and you have these incredible ideas and what you think is missing is motivation. And that's not true, because the way that our minds are wired and the fact about human beings is that we are not designed to do things that are uncomfortable or scary or difficult. Our brains are designed to protect us from those things because our brains are trying to keep us alive. And in order to change, in order to build a business, in order to be the best parent, the best spouse, to do all those things that you know you want to do with your life, with your work, with your dream, you're going to have to do things that are difficult, uncertain, or scary.
I remember coming back home really disappointed and sad because my classmates, my girlfriends, didn't think that I was a great singer. They didn't like my voice. So I used to complain to my dad and mom. My dad was so adamant. He said to me, Shakira, don't ever let him tell you that your vibrato is not worth it, because that's the most important thing a singer has. It could have been really easy for me to give up and let the criticism get to me. But I guess it just did the opposite effect and made me want to demonstrate that I was worth listening to.
You have to keep at it, you do. And if it is the thing that you really believe you want to do with your life, you will get there. You just have to keep going and keep going and keep going. And keep yourself busy, you know, don't wait for the phone to ring, you know, fill your life in other areas, because the more you enrich your life, the more enriched you'll be as a person, and you'll be able to bring much more to each role that you hopefully will get the chance to play.
I watched an Oprah episode and she said she took a check and wrote a check for $1 billion and kept it on her mirror. Every time she would wake up, she would look at it. So I decided to do that, and I made like a big poster with all the things that I want to accomplish. Be nominated for a Grammy, which happened. First late night TV show, which happened. Sponsored branding deal, which happened. Get my own place, which happened. I think everything off that board came true. You could spend your day being like, you're gorgeous, like follow your dreams, keep doing that. When you said affirmations, I think that it helps kind of cement that positivity in your brain.
You do take time for yourself, that's when like the magic happens and these ideas come. And I think no matter who you are, what you do, if you don't take time for yourself, you can never rejuvenate and you can never get back that creative spark. So I do take time off, and I do get a lot of ideas from my travels and just being around people that give me ideas and inspire me. So I think that is really important.
So when you're told you're not good enough, you tell them, not only am I good enough, I'm more than enough. It hasn't always been easy, and there have been tough times, days when the phone didn't ring, as well as moments of uncertainty and of doubt. But what women like my mother, Betty Jane, and my Aunt Golden taught me is that there will be times when you seemingly face insurmountable obstacles, but that's when you dig deep into your soul for the courage and the fortitude to keep going and to never forget that despite life's detours, you are destined for greatness.
Sometimes people are like, oh, you're done with that. You're like, why are you talking about this for so long or whatever? And it's like, that's also a form of my healing. I hate when other people who have not been through the trauma you have been through, any of us, because we've all gone through traumas, they want to tell you when to stop hurting. And that's not anybody's place to tell you when to stop hurting. And everybody has a different lifespan of pain. What might be traumatizing to me might be nothing to you, and vice versa. And we can't invalidate people's feelings. That's only going to traumatize them more. And also shame them. I'm so over like the emotional shaming of what people do to other people. People can have their feelings and do what they want. As long as you're being, I think, really authentic and genuine about your feelings, I think it's okay to talk about your pains and traumas. I think especially if you're doing it in a way that's beneficial to other people.
If I'm miserable, if I'm upset, if I'm angry, if I'm cranky, it is my responsibility because it's based on what I'm thinking or believing in that moment. It's not the outside world causing me to feel this. It's what I'm doing up here that's making me have that reaction. And if I'm the problem, I am also the solution.
Everybody who has succeeded will tell you that there is no success without failure along the way. I know in my own life, I've had plenty of failures, but once you succeed, people forget about your failures. So I think successful people should talk more about their failures, especially to women, because women who have a sense of perfectionism and wanting to get everything right often refuse to take risks, because when you take a risk, you never know if it's going to succeed or fail. My mother, fortunately, brought me up believing that, as she put it, failure is not the opposite of success, it's a stepping stone to success.
Whenever you want to create your own business, never strive for perfection, because you're never going to achieve perfection. Every time you reach a goal, that goal is going to move, and if you keep trying to launch something when it's perfect, you're never going to launch. And with Microsoft, they actually released Windows knowing it had bugs, and they just said, you know what, we'll release it and continue giving updates. Overthinking things sometimes is just like your own death, really. Yeah. So just like get the momentum and start pumping things out, and then you'll learn from your own mistakes. You'll learn what people like, you learn what they don't like, and you just start doing more of what people like. I don't think it's as hard as people make it seem.